Hello guys and welcome back to some more World of Tanks. Today I'm bringing you three replays. Now I'm going out the Skoda T56 because I've literally just bought this and another premium tank recently. So obviously I was using it quite a bit just on the first after purchasing it. And it's a decent tank. I like the tech tree line, so I thought I might as well try the premium version because I've got quite a bit of gold sitting. I don't play very much anymore, but I do have a fair amount of gold sitting in my account, so I was just like, yeah, okay, I've got a bit of time to play, so let's buy a premium tank that I've actually kind of wanted for a while, as well as the other one. I've really wanted the other one for a while, and you'll see a replay of that one later on, and you'll see why that's going to be recorded on its own. We are in a tier 10 match. This, obviously not the best idea being in a tier 10 situation in a tier 8 heavy, but luckily it's not super heavy. It hit something, but it didn't hit that tank I was aiming for, so we put both of our shots. I'm guessing it hit a light tank. And I hit the side on of that other tank. So this is kind of the area I do tend to go in a medium tank or sometimes a light tank. Now we're going to try to help support this guy here and hit any tanks that are sitting on that area that we can see there. This guy is really pushing. Just not quite got the shot on this. The flunk that shot, but we put a tier 10 out of its misery. Can't say better than that. We are a tank ahead as well, although we've just gone down 2 tanks. Now this light tank, well, he could ruin our day, right? He could just get around us constantly because he's a tier 10 and just ruin us. So we're going to try to help support this guy over here because he's going to be taken out, and he does get taken out. So we're going to try to put some shots at this guy, and he's going to get us spotted, and he's obviously thinking he's getting hit, spotted by someone in front of him. It's actually me behind, so unfortunately we only put the one shot in, and unfortunately it does look almost like he's gonna ruin our day. He looks like he's coming for us. I'm just trying to wait for a reload here, and then he goes over there. We managed to put another shell into him. We're going to try to finish him off. It looks like this game's over for us anyway. We're 7. Well, it's 6-11 right now. I'm a tier 8. I'm not going to hold much sway in this game. I'm going up against tier 10s. But we put that light tank out of the game, which is very, very good. Because obviously light tanks are very dangerous, especially near the end of the game. I don't know why he didn't come for me. Maybe he just didn't think I was worthy enough to target. We put a shell into him. We are worried about artillery, and he just comes straight out, and he's pulling out straight out into this guy. Maybe he's just hoping he's going to get down under our gun line and maybe do some damage to this guy, but didn't work out that way, did it? Anyway, there you go. We haven't got many guys left, and they're all in the ravine, which is not a good idea, not really, but we're going to have to support them. We're going to try to protect that flank on this side of the map, and there you go. That's our first customer, and that's Kranwagen. Yeah, no, we're not going to, if he stays hold down, not much we can do, and there's a Death Star as well, so course bounce a shell off him. We go for a reload, put premium in. We haven't actually got many premium rounds loaded in this thing. After this game I actually put 2 more premium shells in, and here comes artillery. Just managed to dodge that shell. And of course, it's just look at it, and it's not auto loading premium, not premium artillery. So we get hit for basically all of our health by that thing, and then we get taken out pretty much by the artillery. Of course, 2 tier 10s, just doing as much damage as they can to a tier 8. Oh well. So it's pretty much game over. I'm just trying to track him, do something to annoy him, and I'm just waiting for this artillery to finish me off, but I think he must be on a reload. He's going down. He's underestimated our penetration ability. So it's now 4 on 4, but we have no health, and it's a tier 10 match, so we're not expecting to do too much more. There is still a tier a heavy tank somewhere around here. Don't know, and I'm guessing it's that Kranwagen. So we're kind of waiting for him here. We're basically, all we're going to be doing is basically holding him up so the rest of our team can finish off these guys and maybe help, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. So we're going to come and help this guy, but he doesn't need it. So it's just that heavy and artillery left, which is, so we have the slight advantage. I think that Kranwagen was on almost full health though. And yeah, we've got a type 5. Yeah, so we've got a bit of a problem here, really, because that artillery has been, well, will be fully loaded now. And there he is. And of course, as we know, best tank in the game is artillery. Yeah, so there you go. Killed me. Absolute horse crap. So we do report him, because I just hate artillery. I still don't understand why artillery's in the game. So that... Oh, that's actually... wasn't ML1? So I don't know where that Kranwagen went, but it was just the ML1. So we're just one artillery and one artillery versus our artillery and a type 5 heavy. So I am a little bit concerned as seeing that guy managed to land a shot on me, like, you know. And so he's just zooming around the map. This guy's got, wow, a nice amount of damage, a bit of blocked. So he's a decent player, but problem is, I don't know what this artillery guy is doing. I have no idea. He's right in front of him, and he's pointing his gun away from him, and he's getting spotted. And the guy is looking right, and it's like, oh, finally noticed him. Guy misses a shot, just like, oh, this got to be, come on, we've got to win this game now. And again, he's like not looking at the actual tank. I don't know what he's looking at. So artillery player, absolute not playing his best game, that's for sure. And that artillery is just taking me out and our artillery out, and now all he's got left is a type 5. So this could go very badly wrong for us, considering the type 5 heavy is super slow. So he hasn't got good camo, so the artillery is probably all the artillery has to do is drive in spotting range of the type 5 and just fire away, because, you know, artillery don't have to have direct aim eyesight on the type 5 to actually put him out, take him out of the game. And then this is exactly the reason why I hate artillery. And he's doing what I would have done, to be fair. Probably sit in the cap, force the artillery to either take pot shots or come in close. Just trying to see how much. Obviously, you can't see how many kills you got on the side, so you have to go into the thing. There he goes to get spotted. So that's great. So Type 5 is at a total disadvantage here because he could get shot on him over the hill and nothing he can do about it. I would have changed direction at this point. Because obviously going in a straight line is probably not. It's probably easy to read for a artillery player. Now he's trying to get spot the artillery up by going up on this hill. Does leave him very exposed though. Now obviously this would be a lot easier if you were in a medium or a light tank. He's got a hit in it already. Just so it's not looking good really. To be honest, I would have if I was that Type 5, I would have sat behind a rock or even in the ravine maybe, and waited for him to come to you, because obviously sat out here in the open, guys got artillery's got a massive advantage. Now, obviously, unfortunately, it's the artillery with great gun arcs, so they, you can be hit people a lot easier than other artillery pieces. Now, again, yeah, I would just So. No, we just have to worry about getting taking him out basically, because one more direct pen would do it. This is very dangerous, very dangerous. Now, they both miss, but a ram was good enough. Now that was very lucky. We come first with 3 kills over 4,000, about 4,500 combined, which is 3 kills, and we got 2 of those were tier 10. We've got first class. Not a bad game, but the artillery, I hate artillery. So in our second game, we were out in the turtle. It's been a while. I bought this. I was looking forward to getting this tank for ages and ages. Now, obviously, I did get it and played some games, but this is the first game I've played in it for a while. I haven't even played that many games in this thing, because I've just got so many tanks. It's just like when I play, I'm not playing very many games, and it's just like, well, what tank shall I take out today? And obviously, it never seems to get round to the turtle's turn. Now. Turtle is obviously a light tank, but it's got HE, premium HE, and heat as basically a giant dirt gun. Luckily, that is a standard B. Now that thing is easy to pen. Now this guy is stopping me from falling back. Really good of you, thanks, pal. Now the artillery shell came in and almost hit us there, so we could have been taken out of the game pretty quick. And then we get that wonderful shot into the lichen, pretty much taking most of his health off. Now, because that guy there was blocking me and getting in my way, he actually got hit by the artillery shell that was aimed at me. So, wow, that's karma for you. So we're going to sit on here. We're not necessarily the best tank at spotting, because we could... obviously we're dipping and diving, but we haven't got the best speed on this thing, and not the most maneuverable tank either, but it's got that dirt gun and it's just fun. So we're going to try to do a bit of spotting up as well. There's another light tank in our team who for some reason is And of course, we got a hit there. We've got quite a tall vehicle. That light tank there, we want to take him out. Really, we want to take out enemy lights because we're kind of with this big old beast of a gun. We're almost anti-light tank. Anti-light tank. So we can, and of course we're getting some serious lag, and that puts us out into the open there, which almost got us killed, or put down to a one shot at least. Now we are winning, but that our other light tank is just, I don't know, committing suicide. He has killed the artillery, which is a big advantage. So yeah, got to praise him for that. But yeah, he's gonna, don't know, wants to throw his tank, rest of his tank away. So again, we've done some direct damage. We haven't done any spotting damage for our team, or assisted rather. And there you go. That's our other light tank out of action. Now the rest of the enemy team seems to be mainly on the other of a flank, or took a pot shot at that. And then they're like tanks coming in. We're going to try to reload. We're going to try to take this guy out. And of course lag puts us out of our misery. Yeah, I think that would have... Yeah, we got stuck there. We managed to dodge that shot, but I think we're going to get hit again in a minute. Yeah, we get hit by something else. But obviously we did hit, I think we hit the light tank's gun there, but we did enough splash damage to finish him off. So the enemy does not have any light tanks left. They are actually losing as well. 2 tanks down. But we're getting spotted up. These mediums are pushing pretty heavily on this flank. And our team, don't know if they seem to be ignoring them at this point. We're spotting this guy up. We don't have to worry about artillery, which is great. So we can just keep popping up, spotting him, and obviously pull him back down before we get shot. This guy's it hit his engine. Again, we get a bit of lag. We had lag this day that I was playing these games. So it's, yeah, it ruined some shots. Gets me in a bit more trouble than I would have liked. You know, received a bit more damage because the lag. Don't think it was my side, the lag problem, but we also have a couple of ghost shells recently as well. I think I actually it's in one of these replays, which is pretty obvious that the shot just went straight through the enemy tank. So obviously that's not very fun. Now I don't know what the enemy team is doing really. If we've got the numbers advantage, but they're pushing now. I don't know why. I would do the opposite. I'll wait for us to come to them. But there you go. Now this guy is on his own against 2 of our guys. So again, hit in the back of him, do some quite good amount of damage, and we're just going to hit him in the back. So we can easily pen from our HE shells. Now he is turning. There we go. We managed to finish off a tier 9 in our tier 8. So we're gonna take some risks, right? We've got a clear advantage. So we're actually going to start pushing up a bit and spotting up these guys, because we see there's a heavy and a medium down the other side of the map. That means there's not many other guys left on the enemy team. And they go, another bit of lag. Luckily there isn't any enemies looking at me at that point. There we go. Not putting my reticle on him until I'm almost fully loaded. There we go. Take him out. I actually put my reticle on him because he will think it's the tanks in front of him to try to stop him from going behind those rocks. To like scare him into not moving and letting me shoot at the side of him. Didn't work because he was pretty much dead anyway. So we've got 4 enemy tanks left. And the gun depression on this tank really does let me down quite often, especially because of the trying to set him on fire there. Back up because he's now looking in my direction. And he is looking at me. So this is pretty much where the game ends for me, I'm afraid, guys. I don't do too much more. I let the game play out for you. Almost finished that guy off. Put him down to a sliver of health. Trying to look for this TD. Thought it was at the back of the map. Guess not. Actually spot him here, and then I get stuck, and I do some damage, nice amount of damage to him though, but unfortunately he does take me out. He's on a reload. Fortunately it does actually take our team a fair amount of time to actually take this guy out, which is kind of annoying. This guy's done no damage, which is in a T30, which isn't the best, is it? Not a particularly good sign when a guy at the end of the game has got just 24 assisted damage. But there you go. It's a bit annoying when some of the... Well, obviously he might not be a bad player, but he obviously has had a bad game. So it is a bit annoying when those types of guys are left. And, you know, when you've had a very proactive game and done a lot of damage and stuff, and you get taken out before the end, it can be a bit annoying when these guys are left. All these guys are going, again... kind of annoying. They're all going in one direction. So, you know, he can obviously he has, but he can easily like slip past these guys if they're all going in one direction. I would go across the E line towards my artillery to try to cut that person off. Now we do have this medium who's pretty fast. And now this heavy KV3 has actually got a good idea, and he's heading maybe towards the cap to put pressure on him. This guy, to be honest, probably won't expose himself to decap the cap area anyway, because there's just too many enemies. But it's worth a shot, and I appreciate that strategy. So he's sitting on the cap. Now a couple of our heavies have decided, yeah, that's probably best we don't go all in the same direction. I'll be a bit worried if I was the artillery, because that's what I would probably do if I was the last guy alive and I was in a TD like he is. I'll probably go for the enemy artillery and then go from there. Now he's obviously the artillery's probably is prepared for this because he's just looking right over the hill there. Now the team's finally spreading out, right? But yeah, he hasn't popped up anywhere, which is very strange. He's bound to be fully loaded, right? Now like I said, I'm expecting him to try to take out the artillery, but he doesn't. He ends up popping up on, and there we go. If only bit of damage that guy does, and he finishes off the last guy, gets the glory. So we come first, with just over 4,000 combined damage. Not bad. I enjoyed that game. And the last game is, of course, in the FV4211. But Siegfried Line. Now, I'm not sure why this map is a good map for Cold War. I think it's a terrible map. We start out in the open field, and since True Vision is a thing, basically your tank could get taken out straight away because you have to. If I'm moving side on, see I'm getting hit in the side, I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna get taken out here. This is stupid. Why start us off in the middle of the open like this when True Vision is a thing? Now I've got to turn my back because I've got to now get to this hole in the Siegfried line, exposing my weakest armor to the enemy. Just terrible. Just terrible. I don't know. I'm getting away with this somehow. I don't know how. I just think, just not a good idea. Bounced, of course, because best armor is on the lightest tanks. I just think it's a terrible place to put. Quite a bad idea, Siegfried Line being a Cold War map, to be honest. And even more so, the spawn points. I think they should spawn you in the old behind each side of the city. That way, you can't get eyes on the enemy straight away and just pummel them full of shots before they can do anything. But there you go. That was another genius idea for Wargaming. Because no one wants to start off a game getting absolutely hammered. All their hit points being taken from them. Of no fault of your own, really. Because it does mean that people aren't going to go towards the city because they're going to just sit protected by maybe a hole in the hill. And of course, doesn't pen the light tank. Why would my shot pen at the light tank anyway? I mean, that's a stupid idea. So we're trying to get shots through this gap. They have changed this Siegfried line slightly because you could hit either side further back, so you could see the other side of the map, other side of the town from our side of the map. And I put a little bit of an outcrop or building between it. So now you have to push up this far before you can see the other side of the town. This guy, he's doing a good job. He obviously knows what to do. He's like pushing, but obviously he pushed too far. He's gotten beaten. That guy, he keeps, I don't know why. Okay, look, he got a shot into me, but the whole time he was just getting hit by me and not doing any damage. Why would he keep poking? But there you go. And the rest of our team, of course, just just sitting at the back of the map, which is exactly why you shouldn't spawn them there. Of course, yeah, light tanks with the best armor. That team just sat in the field because True Vision is a thing. Why would you not? Yeah, put that light tank out of the game. Very nice. Now we're pushing forwards. Now, yeah, our team is losing because, and of course, the killing shot on that guy goes into his tracks and does no damage. And this is why the game is very annoying. Like, 2 of my shots are bounced off light tanks. Another of my shots should have been the killing shot, but goes into his tracks and does no damage, even though the ammo I'm using is, well, should be able to pen. Just very, very annoying. He just pushes out. I put a nice shot into him. We're getting some support now, finally. Yeah, we went side on a little bit too much to this guy. We got a guy coming up the back, but that's fine. Take this guy out. This guy is going to cause us some problems. We bounced off of him. Finally penned his turret there, his cupola there. This guy's just pushing in, which is fine, making this guy have to fall back. I pen him, take his track off, but again, taking the tracks off in this game at the moment is just almost pointless because they can just use their repair kit every couple of minutes, so they've usually got one ready to use, so I don't get any assisted there because he repairs his tracks straight away. So we got advantage here now because we're going to push up from the flank, and our team just not bothering to do anything. Right, we got this guy. Now go shell, guys, go shell straight for his turret. I'm very annoyed by this because I was like, I could have actually got a kill there. This guy's going to take it from me, but no, he manages to. It's just 2 tanks left. This guy again, just pushing out far too much. Now a bit of lag again. Well, that might have been the cause of our problems. I'm going to let someone else finish that guy off. He's not got much health left, which is so there's no point in finishing him off. So we're going to take out this guy. And of course, that shot, his shot pens straight away, but my perfect aim shot goes under him. We pen him on the side, but then we put premium rounded because this guy is, and again another stupid shot just goes into the dirt. I'm getting very frustrated at this point. Now I probably should have taken the other guy out because then I would have had an extra kill, and kills are more important than anything else. And unfortunately we don't get any more shots on that guy, so we only get about 6,000 combined, so not the best, but we got a good amount of kills. We got managed 5 kills, came top of the team. We got a first class, I believe, yeah, and plenty of money. So if you like the video, please like it and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.